Hi everyone, it's Simone Watson, and this is my TBR for the Current Readathon, which starts today and goes until Sunday the 17th. I think it is hosted by Randomly Bookish Gina and somebody else. So I will put links in the description. Okay, so there are 5 challenges for this readathon. Now, I said that I wasn't going to do any readathons except Cramathon and Readathon by Zoe. And that was because I didn't want the TBR for this month. I didn't want my main TBR to get derailed by me trying to make new TBRs and add new books for these readathons. But this readathon is not going to do that because all the challenges had to do with books that you've already started reading. And so, yay. Okay. So the 5 challenges are a book that you put down over a year ago, a book that you put down sometime this year, a book you put down when you were halfway through, a book you were actively reading, and to finish 5 books. I am not going to read a book that I put down over a year ago simply because I really don't feel like it. I have thought of a couple of books that I put down over a year ago, and I really don't feel that interested in reading them right now. I'm just being really honest, so I'm not going to do that challenge. The second challenge is a book that you put down sometime this year. Now, my main TBR is the books that I'm actively reading because there are 3, but I will tell you 2 books that I put down sometime this year that might go here if I finish the ones that I'm actively reading. Because the ones that I'm actively reading are I consider them more important because they're for December specifically. Anyway, one that I put down sometime this year is Once and For All by Sarah Dessen, and the other one is Station 11 by Emily St. John Mandel. Station 11, I loved every minute of it that I listened to, and I do mean minute because I listened to it by an audiobook. I'm not sure if I was halfway through that one. Can't really remember. I don't know if this means minimum halfway through or maximum. I don't know. But I thought Station 11 was really interesting. So if I finish all my other ones, I get to go to Station 11. Yay. The other one is, what do you call it? Once and For All by Sarah Dessen. Unfortunately, I've DNF'd a lot of books this year, or HNF'd, the term I got from Lala from Books and Lala, which is you didn't finish it, but you do plan to soon. I've done that to a lot of books this year, and one of them was Once and For All by Sarah Dessen. However, the reason why this one stands out in my mind is, well, a few reasons. One, I know that it's available on the Libby app. I don't know if it's currently available, but it's definitely there on the Libby app. I started it as a physical copy from the library, so I know I can get it. I'm pretty sure I can get it if I want to read it. 2, because I made some good progress in this book. I was either 2/3 or 3/4 of the way through. I think it's a 360-page book. So I made some good progress. And 3, again, I don't know if that halfway through challenge is minimum halfway through or what exactly, but if it's minimum halfway, then this one counts. And 3, I stopped reading this book because of a certain current event that made me sad, and the book reminded me of that current event. So it wasn't really the book's fault that I stopped reading it. I also stopped reading it because I sort of was interested in other things more, but that's okay. Plus, it's by Sarah Dessen, who's one of my favorite authors. But there are some things that make me a little bit hesitant to pick this book back up. Namely, Sarah Dessen is known for making really quirky characters. I don't know if she's known for this, but I know her with making really quirky characters that are charming. Sometimes it's the love interest, sometimes it's the love interest's family and stuff like that. In this case, the main character has a friend who is probably going to turn into a love interest, and he's quirky. My problem is, I don't really like him that much as I like other quirky Sarah Dessen characters, because they're cute. This guy is kind of a jerk, but he's not a jerk to the main character, but he's just kind of a guy that never takes responsibility for anything ever. And that's annoying to me. Everything is other people's fault. Him, getting suspended from school is someone else's fault. Him cheating on this one girl is her fault because he never said that he was going to be her boyfriend. But it's just all this little stuff, and it's that's annoying to me. Also, Sarah Dessen kind of tried to do the 2 different, the before and after. There's the past timeline and the this timeline, and they both have the quirky love interest. I'm not really buying the quirky love interest from the previous timeline because it's hard to... We don't really have time to get to know him, and I don't know. So there's just so much there. Maybe I just need to finish the book so I can review it because I have more thoughts about it than I thought I did. Okay. So let's move on to the books that I am actively reading. I am actively reading 3 books. 2 of them were on my December TBR and 1 was not. The one that was not on my December TBR is All Fall Down by Jennifer Weiner. It's Weiner. I'm pretty sure. This one is an audiobook. I am 25% of the way through it. It is a 12-hour and 40-minute audiobook. I'm about 3 hours and 9 minutes and some stuff. 3 hours, 9 minutes, and 28 seconds. This one is so good and it's so interesting. The reason why I picked it up from the Libby app, so picked it up in the figurative sense, is because I wanted one audiobook so that I could listen to it while doing stuff. So I got one audiobook. I know that it wasn't technically on my TBR and I kind of had a full TBR, but I was like, it's one audiobook, so I'm going to get it. I did. I love it. Very interesting. The other 2 that I'm reading are This Love Story Will Self-Destruct by Leslie Cohen and Where I Found You by Heidi R. Kling. These are both arcs that I need to finish pretty soon. Where I Found You, I'm on page 53 of 211, and for This Love Story Will Self-Destruct, I'm on page 36 or 38 or 37 of 237. And that's because there's like a chapter break and I'm right at the chapter break. So yes, those are my, that's my TBR for the current readathon. I'm kind of in a hurry because my phone likes to cut me off when I'm talking and I'm filming on my phone. But, yeah, Where I Found You is about a girl who goes to Indonesia, I think Indonesia, to help after the tsunami in 2004. And This Love Story Will Self-Destruct is about a couple that, like, they don't like each other, but then eventually they're gonna like each other, and etc. And